Apple just did something nobody expected. After years of silence, after canceling the original iMac Pro, after pushing creators toward Mac Studio and Mac Pro, Apple has finally confirmed it. The iMac Pro is coming back in 2026. And this time, it is not just a powerful iMac. It is not just a bigger screen. It is not just a design refresh. This is Apple's most dangerous all-in-one machine ever created. A device that is clearly built to destroy high-end Windows, PCs, studio desktops, and even Apple's own Mac Studio. This new iMac Pro is Apple's bold message to the world. The era of compromise is over. For years, professional creators felt something was missing. They loved Apple's performance, but they hated the complexity. A separate desktop, a separate monitor, cables everywhere, noise, heat, and clutter. Apple tried to solve this with Mac Studio and Mac Pro, but the soul of the iMac Pro was never replaced. Now, Apple is bringing that soul back, and this time, they are not holding back. The iMac Pro 2026 is designed for one purpose: to become the most powerful all-in-one workstation ever made. From the moment you see it, you understand this is not a normal iMac. The body is darker, sharper, more aggressive. The edges are flat. The bezels are thinner. The chin is gone. The stand feels like it belongs in a professional studio, not on a home desk. The entire body is made from a new aerospace-grade aluminum that is lighter, stronger, and cooler. The rear has thousands of micro vents that pull air silently through the system, allowing the iMac Pro to stay cool, even under extreme workloads. There is no fan noise screaming at you. There is no heat pouring into your room. This machine feels calm, even when it is doing something insane. Then, there is the display. This is not just a screen. This is a professional reference monitor, built directly into the machine. Apple is using a massive 32-inch Pro XDR mini LED panel with 6000 resolution. The brightness reaches levels that make HDR content look alive. The blacks are deep. The colors are perfect. The refresh rate is 120 Hz, which makes everything feel smoother. Whether you are editing video, animating, or just scrolling, when you look at this display, you realize something important. Apple is not competing with regular PCs anymore. They are competing with full studio setups. They are replacing expensive monitors, towers, speakers, and workstations with a single, beautiful machine. But the real monster inside the iMac Pro is the chip. Apple is expected to use the M5 Ultra, the most powerful Apple Silicon processor ever created. This chip is built by combining two M5 Max chips into one massive system. It has more CPU cores than most desktops, more GPU cores than high-end gaming PCs, and a neural engine designed for artificial intelligence. This means the iMac Pro does not slow down. It does not stutter. It does not crash under pressure. You can edit 8,000 video timelines while running background renders, while exporting, while streaming, and the system still feels smooth. For filmmakers, this means real-time color grading. For 3D artists, this means instant previews. For developers, this means compiling massive projects in seconds. For AI creators, this means running local models without cloud delays. This is the kind of power that was once reserved for huge towers that cost tens of thousands of dollars. Now it lives inside a single all-in-one computer. Gaming is another area where Apple is changing the rules. With hardware ray tracing, metal graphics, and Apple's new gaming framework, the iMac Pro is finally capable of running high-end games smoothly at high resolutions. This is not casual gaming. This is console-level performance, with PC-level visuals, on a silent machine. And then there's macOS, redesigned to take advantage of this power. Apple Intelligence is built directly into the system. Your computer can summarize files, edit videos automatically, enhance photos, generate music, and help you code all locally without sending your data to the cloud. This is not just a computer anymore. It feels like a creative partner. The ports on the iMac Pro show that Apple finally listened to professionals. Thunderbolt, HDMI, SD card, Ethernet, fast wireless. Everything you need without dongles. Storage goes up to multiple terabytes. Memory reaches levels that were once impossible in a consumer machine. When it launches, the iMac Pro 2026 will not be cheap. It is expected to start at a premium price. But when you compare it to a full studio setup, it suddenly makes sense. You are not buying a computer. You are buying an entire production studio in one device, and this is why the iMac Pro is dangerous. It threatens Windows workstations. It challenges gaming PCs. It even competes with Apple's own Mac Studio. It proves that the future of professional computing is clean, silent, powerful, and beautifully simple. Apple is not just bringing back the iMac Pro, they are redefining what a workstation can be. The excitement around the iMac Pro 2026 is not coming from rumors alone. It is coming from Apple's clear direction. For the first time in years, Apple is openly talking about professional all-in-one systems. Again, industry insiders, supply chain leaks, and Apple's own statements about Pro desktops returning to a single display future all point to one thing. The iMac Pro is real, and it is coming. Apple is expected to officially reveal the iMac Pro 2026 at either W2026 or Apple's October hardware event. These are the same stages where Apple has historically launched its most powerful machines. The timing makes sense because Apple is also preparing the next generation of Apple Silicon, and the iMac Pro will be the perfect machine to showcase it. Now let's talk about why this machine is creating so much hype. The biggest benefit is simplicity. You no longer need a tower, a separate monitor, and messy cables. Everything lives in one powerful, elegant body. Your desk becomes clean. Your workflow becomes faster. Your setup becomes portable and professional at the same time. The second benefit is performance without noise. Traditional workstations are loud, hot, and bulky. The iMac Pro stays silent, even under heavy load. That means you can record music, voiceovers, or podcasts without background noise. You can work for hours without heat filling your room. The third benefit is the display. Most professionals already spend thousands on reference monitors. The iMac Pro gives you a built-in studio display that is already color accurate, HD ready, and perfectly tuned for creative work. You save money, space, and time. The fourth benefit is speed. Everything opens instantly. Files export faster. Renders finish sooner. You spend less time waiting and more time creating. That is the real power of this machine. And finally, the biggest benefit is future-proofing. This machine is built for the next decade with Apple Silicon, AI features, and next generation graphics. The iMac Pro 2026 will not feel old anytime soon. Now, let's talk about price. The iMac Pro 2026 is expected to start around $5,000 for the base configuration. Higher-end models could go up to $7,000 or more, depending on memory and storage. This sounds expensive, but when you compare it to a high-end PC, studio monitor, and accessories, the value becomes clear. You are not buying a computer. You are buying an entire professional studio in one machine. And that is why the hype is real. The iMac Pro is not just a product. It is a statement. It tells the world that Apple is serious about creators again. It tells professionals that they no longer need complicated setups. And it tells the industry that the future of work is clean, silent, powerful, and beautifully simple. The iMac Pro 2026 is coming, and when it arrives, everything changes.